Are you worried about a coming recession? Well, you're not alone. Over the past couple of years, there's been a lot of recession talk, and many people worry that if we do have one, it would cause unemployment rates to skyrocket. Some even fear that that spike in unemployment could lead to a rash of foreclosures, similar to what we saw happen 15 years ago in the 2008 crash. However, the latest economic forecast survey by the Wall Street Journal revealed that for the first time in over a year, less than half, 48% to be specific, of economists believe that recession will actually occur within the next year. So economists are turning more optimistic is what it comes down to. They lowered the possibility of a recession within the next year from 54% on average in July to a more optimistic 48%. So we've eked down just a tad. It looks like we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. That's the first time they've put the probability below 50% since the middle of last year. If over half of the experts no longer expect a recession within the next year, you might naturally think that those same experts also don't expect the unemployment rate to jump up. You'd be right. The graph behind me uses the same data that the Wall Street Journal used in that survey to show exactly what economists project for the unemployment rate over the next 3 years. Now, here's the great thing. If those expert projections are correct, and I believe they are, more people will lose their job in the upcoming year. And job losses, of course, are devastating for the people that have to deal with those. However, the question here, the good news is that, the question I should say, leading to the good news is, will there be enough job losses to cause a wave of foreclosures that will crash the housing market? And based on historical context from macro trends and the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the answer is no, not even close. That's because the unemployment rate, here's that good news I was talking about, is at an all-time low. I've got that graph up here. As the orange bar in the graph shows, the average unemployment rate dating all the way back to 1948 is 5.7%. The red bar shows the last time the housing market crashed in the immediate aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. The average unemployment rate at that time was 8.3%. Both of these bars are way higher than the rate today shown in the blue bar. Moving forward, projections show that the unemployment rate is likely to stay beneath the 75-year average, and that means we're not going to see a wave of foreclosures that would severely affect the housing market. So the bottom line is this: most economists no longer expect a serious recession to occur within the next 12 months. That's great news. And they also don't expect a dramatic rise in unemployment rate. Also great news. And that unemployment rate would lead to a rash of foreclosures. Not expected at all. So lots of good news on the horizon. As always, of course, if you have any questions about the unemployment rate and how it might impact the housing market, shoot me a message and let's chat. Talk to you soon.